Yo guys, Keyshawn Uchiha here, back at you with another alternate, a new part of the alternate universe what if that was working on, and this is part 2 of what if Naruto was the son of Lucifer. Now this is an 18 only series, so if you're a kid, get the hell out. No, I'm joking, but like for real, it's an 18 series because YouTube is on my ass. They already gave me a strike 1. All right, I'm not trying to get strike 2 or 3. All right, I'm really nervous. All right, guys. All right. But let me stop. But for real, let's just get this started. So where we last left off was Naruto, Hinata, and Sasuke-kun. Yes, Sasuke is a female now in this alternate universe, and them passing the pretty much test, and Sasuke-kun and Naruto pretty much making out. And Hinata and Adam pretty much forming a good relationship and a lovey-dovey relationship. And Adam is Naruto's brother, well, older brother, you could say. And also Naruto also have a lot of upgrades and basically a higher skill of his brother. But I tell you, their basically abilities they have. They have the Sharingan, Byakugan, Tensegan, Rinnegan. Naruto has the Beyond version, so he has like Sasuke Rinnegan, but like different. They also have the internal Sharingan, so if they don't want to use the Rinnegan, they can use the internal Sharingan. And Adam basically has that too. I mean the internal Mangekyou Sharingan, but so yes, they can use a Susanoo, but not like a full body armor Susanoo, like how Sasuke did with Naruto fight. They can only just use like the body portion of the Susanoo, not like the whole big ass Susanoo thing, because they don't have 2 eyes, so they only have one of them, and they have a Tensegan. So, Adam was basically offering Hinata to take her to Danzo, so Danzo can upgrade her, and also Naruto was also asking Sasuke-kun about it too, and Sasuke-kun is basically thinking about it and stuff. We start off with they basically passed the tuning. Basically they passed the test, so they're pretty much all set of the testing. We start off with the missions. Naruto basically already stopped Kakashi from like doing any like lower missions and stuff, and he basically went to Hiruzen and looked at him with dead eyes and says, I want to give my classmates, my team, a higher and stronger mission so they can be better and better benefit to handle the outside world and be better ninjas. And Hiruzen saying, "Are you sure about that?" Laughing and thinking Naruto's not serious. Naruto slams down the desk, breaking it, and saying, does it look like I'm playing? I want them to have a higher mission so they can basically get stronger. I don't want them to be like regretting anything or being weak." And Hiruzen basically gives a cold sweat and says, "Okay, you get a higher mission. It's to protect the Thousand Bridge." Now Naruto's about to get mad, but he says whatever, and he basically says, "All right, is everybody ready?" Now Adam and Hinata is basically, looking at each other, blushing and stuff, and also talking. And, they distracted, but Adam says yes. And, Hinata is basically, saying yes too. Naruto, smiles at Sasuke saying, "Are you ready to get stronger?" And, she says yeah. And Kakashi saying, "All right." Now, this is where Taza comes in and, look at all of them. He talks about everybody else, except for like Adam, because Adam is like a little bit taller than everybody else. But he's like a little bit, tiny bit older, but but he's not like adult size. So don't think about that. So don't think that Adam is like older than Hinata. No, he's just a little bit older, like an inch higher and a little bit taller, but like one age older than Hinata. Naruto doesn't say anything. It just smiles and say, if we're puny, then how come I can't do this? And he basically, lift Taza up without like anything, and basically like lift him up, and Taza say, "Hey, put me down," Kakashi said, "Naruto," and Naruto looks at Kakashi saying, "Okay," and just drops him down. Now Taza is like saying, "When did this? How?" And, Naruto says, "All right, let's go." And Kakashi, he's not the leader. If anyone's the leader, Naruto is, because Naruto is much more powerful than his brother and everybody else. So, but he still like listens to him and stuff. So we saw them heading out of the village and stuff, and everybody's basically talking to each other and stuff until Naruto sees the portal and notices it, and he says, "Huh, brother, do you want to do something about this portal? Because awfully, I sense two people." And Adam says, "All right." And he, forms two electric. No, he forms like a lava release, because they have all the Kinky Kid guys, because Naruto, he's much more smarter, and he knows he can do a lot of things with his angel abilities, and also he realized he has some devilish abilities too, like lustfulness. He can make people lustfulness or be greedy and all that. He was tapping in the darkness, kind of the dark side. But he only uses those abilities when he needs to. But he realized like he can like also like copy people and other abilities and stuff, or like Kinky Kikai. So he was reading the book and saying, "Huh," and he said, "Hey brother, can you do this stuff?" And Adam does the same thing, and he says, "Huh, I can." And so Adam basically, pulls out the lava release, and he says, "Lava release, lava ground, lava, swamp, yeah, lava swamp jutsu." I'm just gonna say that, and it's kind of like a swamp, but it's like lava coming down, and it's like spreading everywhere. But Naruto makes sure he backed everybody up, and Adam does it, and he completely like drowned the whole ground, and the Demon Brothers, they basically get stuck and they die. So they don't know that the whole mission or anything. So Adam pretty much just killed them by covering them over the lava thing, and basically murking them and ending them. So we start with them just continuing on, and they see a frog. Now Adam and Naruto already knows it's a trap, but they're just waiting for Kakashi to notice. And they're thinking like, "Huh, maybe he knows it's a trap, and he's just gonna tell everybody to get down." And but before you know it, Kakashi say, "Everybody get down," and Adam and Naruto, they don't. They basically, grab the blade and, well, no, they basically, jump over the blade and just say, "Whew, our heads almost got chopped off." And Adam said, "Agreed." Now, I should tell you what weapons that Adam has. Adam is pretty much a samurai with like 3 different swords by the side. You could basically say, "Oh, he's like Zero," but no, he's not. He has his own unique sword style, and he basically uses them in a different, unique way. But I basically tell about it later. And his blood release is much different. His blood loss is much more different. Like his blood loss is like a single slice. Like you think he pulls out a blade and like slice you in half, and you think you got sliced in half instant, but no. Well, no, you think you got sliced in half, and you haven't seen him pull his blade. That's his blood release, basically. Naruto blood release is like kind of different. Like I said before in the other one, the part 1 about their blood release, like one can like show a blood sea ocean with the stars, and basically stab you multiple times, but like you're also drowning at the same time, and also stars are like shooting down at you like laser beams, and the other one is like a blood moon, so you turn into a deformed monster, it blows up. So but that's like the lower version of his blood release, or should I say the goddamn blood thing, his basic thing. Naruto's like lower, lesser version like not down. It's just a single like stab, like a slash to your throat. So you get slashed in the throat or stabbed in the throat multiple times, and you think you're dead, but you're not. That's how powerful they are. Now, this is where Zabuza, hops on the thing and turns around and looks at them and says, "Huh, look like y'all jumped over it." Talking all of it and saying all his shit. And this is where Naruto says, "I want him to be my bodyguard. I want him to be my henchman." You know, and uh, Adam saying, "How are you going to do that?" He says, "Oh, I'm going to figure out a way to persuade him." Now, this is where Zabuza's sister comes in, because I'm going to, I said this is going to be a bizarre 18 series. It's bizarre. It's going to be wacky. It's going to be things that's not in the story. That's going to be in the story. It's still going to be the same Naruto series, but it's just going to be everything added into it. Going to be a spicy series. So we start off with Zabuza's sister coming in, and Zabuza's sister has the same target, and she has a different execution place. She has two same butcher knives, but holding still. She's like looking at Naruto, and she's kind of like think of the girl from My Hero Academia, that girl who like likes blood and stuff, and like has a kink and stuff, and want to know you better, but like in a weird way. Yeah, she looks at Naruto and she senses the whole chakra but unique aura around him, and she blushes and say, "Oh wow, I can't wait to have a taste of you." Naruto is like blushing, saying, "Oh well, I'm a guy of a lot of things." Sasuke-kun says, "Hey, stop flirting." And Naruto laughs and says, "I'm sorry." And she started charging at Naruto, at Adam. Why Kakashi scrapping hands with Zabuza. They're all fighting and stuff and all that. And this is where as usual, Kakashi gets trapped by the water thing, and it just leaves Adam, Hinata, Sasuke-kun, and Naruto. Now this is where Naruto says, "Huh, this is gonna be quite doozy," and he summons his Halo, or should I say the Halo Knights Amus, to come out, and he whistles for them, and they come out. They say, "Yes, Lord, Naruto," and then Naruto says, "Huh, oh, you don't have to be formal, but I need you to watch over Tanza for me." And they have the halos. They say, "Understood." They're like forming around and stuff, and protecting Tanza. While two of the other Almus are like right beside Naruto. And he says, "Okay, so here's the plan." And he basically doesn't say nothing, but he's right now like doing like using telekinesis and talking to them. So they're all linked together, including Adam. And Adam looks at Naruto, and they both nudge their head down. And they're like, "Now," and then Naruto charged forward, kicking Zabuza's sister. What should I name her? Not Blood, because that's kind of a gang name, and we're not for Rose. Bloody Rose. Yeah. Yeah. We're gonna name her Bloody Rose. That's good, because she has two blades, and they're also named Rose, but she's gonna be named, her first name is gonna be Rose, but like her last name is gonna be Bloody Rose, because it's like bloody, because her blades are named Bloody, but her first name is Rose, so her name is like Rose Bloody, but she just changed it to Bloody Rose. But basically, Naruto is like scrapping beat with her, dodging her cuts and stuff. And Naruto is basically scrapping and saying, "May I ask, what is your name?" And she says Rose, Bloody Rose. And Naruto says, "Oh, that's a nice name. It suits you." And she says, "Oh, stop." And Sasuke could just get mad, saying, "Will y'all stop?" And Naruto's laughing, saying, "Okay, I'll stop." And he kicks her away, basically, and the two Amu basically like grabs a blade and stab both stab both her hands and hold her down. While Naruto walks very slowly, says, "Huh, look like I got you." And she says, "No fair, you have Ambu." He's a, you know what, you're right. And you know what? And he tells him to go protect Tanzan. I fight her on a 1-on-1. And you know, he basically heals her hand and says, "Now it's fair." And she says, "Right." And then she pulls out her blade, starts slashing. You know, Naruto pulls out his katana. No, he kind of pulls out a sword. It's called the Excalibur sword, basically. So he has the pretty much flaming Excalibur sword. Well, Excalibur sword, and you know he pulls out it, and he can pull out any weapon he want because he kind of like found a scroll that had his like father's and like had his father initials, and you know he knows his true father and all that. And he knows that his father's not from this like universe and stuff. So basically, he like knows he can bring stuff out of other like dimensions or like universes and stuff. Like so, think outside the box. Like think about the army like the Bente. You know how like Bente has the armory. You know the watch thing that he can turn from a thing. Naruto can basically do that. But Naruto is basically broken. I told you he's going to be broken as possible. We're trying to make him broken in this, like in this 18 only. All right, he's going to be broken as possible. But like I said, I forgot to tell you, Naruto's black in this. I should have told you. Like if you think he was white, he's black, and his brother's black too. So yeah, they're black. Minato was black. Well, no, not Minato's black. Kashino's black. Okay, she was her own sister. She was black. So, um, so yeah, Krishna was black, and you know Naruto and Adam's black. So they're black ninjas. All right. If you don't like it, get over it. It's 18. But let me stop. But basically they're having Naruto's basically scrapping, and dodging her attacks, and he's slashing her with the Excalibur blade, and he says, "Huh, I want to try something out," and he like separate them, and he like forms two Excalibur blades, and he says, "Huh, let's see, can you handle this?" They start fighting with two blades and stuff, and she gets to cut off Naruto, but Naruto, like she cuts Naruto eye, and Naruto instantly like heals back up. He's like, "Huh, you actually got me." And she says, "What are you? What even?" And Naruto's basically laughing, saying, "Huh, I'm sure not human, but I'm not sure myself." And, they're still fighting. And Adam, we switch over to Adam's side, and Adam basically, uh, kicks Zabuza from Kakashi, freeing Kakashi. Kakashi says, "Step aside, I got this guy." Well, and Adams tells the Ambu to like hold off and to protect Tarzan, or just watch. While Kakashi is basically kicking Zabuza's ass a little bit until Haku puts him out, and Rose says, "Huh, look like this is my cue," and she disappears. But before she disappears, she kisses Naruto's on the cheek and says, "See ya," and, disappears, and Naruto blushes, says, "Damn," and Sasuke comes up and punches him in the back of the head, says like, and Naruto says, "I'm sorry." But we start with them heading to the house. Kakashi, he didn't like his like I said before. Kakashi got healed by Naruto, so his Sharingan doesn't like drain his chakra anymore, so he's completely fine. So, but what he basically teaches, Sasuke-kun and Hinata the tree climbing and water walk. But Naruto and Adam helps in and teach him more better officially and stuff. But Adam says, "I'm gonna teach Hinata how to use her Byakugan more efficiently and stuff." But he had a little bit of blushing on his face. But Naruto says, "Oh, I see. Okay, you can go." And, Adam says, "Shut up," and he just holds Hinata's hand and start walking to train her. While Sasuke-kun and Kakashi continue doing their training. While Naruto just goes in the goes at the tree and just start resting and stuff. He started resting but reading the book and stuff. Why he meets pretty much Haku. Now, Haku is a female in this. Like I said, this is 18. It's going to get spicy, alright? Just listen, alright? It's getting spicier. Now, we start off with pretty much Naruto chilling, Haku basically, talking, and they do their whole freedom of speech and stuff, and protecting people they love. Now, this is where Naruto, you know, comes, like, goes behind the train and, like, stops Haku, and, he leads in for a kiss, well, basically kissing Haku, and, Haku blushes, but, like, can't resist, and, like, they're, like, making out, but Naruto only did that to get information from her, to basically, like, see every through memory of Haku, to understand her a little bit more proficiently, and he understands how, and he's like, huh, so that's what you meant. And Haku's blushing and all that, and Naruto says, "Well, I'll be seeing you on that battlefield." And Naruto basically, walks walks away, with his hands in his pocket, singing. And Haku blushes and stuff, saying, "That was my first kiss," and and walks away blushing. We switch to Haku point of view, like with pretty much Zabuza laying down all injured and shit. And Haku's basically, fixing up Zabuza wounds and all that. And Haku's basically blushing at the same time, and Zabuza's saying, "What's with all the blushing and stuff on your face? Did something happen?" And she says no. And then, Rose says, "Did you kiss my soon to be boyfriend on the lips?" And she straight up just blushes and just says, hold on. God damn it. She basically blushes and says, no, he came on to me first. And 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 Rose says, huh. So look like he's a player after all. Look like I'm gonna have to punish him on the battlefield. And Haku Haku is just blushing extra red. But Naruto's basically, with Sasuke-kun, and basically saying, "Alright, you ready for me to teach you how to evolve your eyes a little bit more?" And Sasuke-kun says yeah. And Naruto Naruto basically gets his head chopped off. Gets his head chopped off, and basically in front of, like, Sasuke-kun, and basically Itachi is there. Now, Sasuke says, "It can't be possible. How did you kill him?" And and Kakashi coming in, and he gets massacred, and everybody around her is getting massacred. Now, Naruto is basically put Sasuke in a genjutsu to help her evolve her eyes into a Mangekyo Sharingan. And he's basically telling Kakashi what's happening. Kakashi saying, "Are you sure that's a good idea?" And Naruto says, "Yeah, don't worry, she's gonna thank me later." Now, she's basically, traumatized. Oh, boy. Sorry, guys, I'm back. My bad. I had to eat a lot. I had to eat some food and, get some stuff. That's why you saw that phone call. Yeah, quite embarrassing. But yeah, we'll continue off. Yeah. So right now, basically, Naruto's basically putting her in a genjutsu, but a powerful one that can force her to, unlock her Mangekyo Sharingan. And, she's right now, experiencing the loss of her lover, and Naruto kind of, like, put in a mixing, like, put in that every time Naruto dies, Naruto's basically, when he gets his head, well, when he dies in a different way. Instead of getting his head chopped off, he gets stabbed in the chest and the heart, and before he died, she runs up to him, and Naruto says he loves her and stuff, and she's basically crying, and she unlocks her Mangekyo Sharingan, and when she unlocks it, she sets fire on Naruto. But Naruto basically, knew she was about to set him on fire, so he's like, get his armor fire, but he turns off the black fires. Like, he cancels out the black flames, and he's like saying, huh, look like she did it. She's basically, like, breathing all heavy and stuff, and she gets up saying it was a genjutsu, and Naruto, runs up to her, gives her a kiss, on the lips and saying, you know, basically hugging her and saying, "You're right," and she basically cries and hugs him back, saying, "Yeah." Kakashi says, Kakashi's basically saying, He's like, and he basically go back in the house, to read his book. Now we start off at the bridge. Now Naruto, now Sasuke-kun, Hinata, and Adam is basically going to fight Zabuza and Rose. And Naruto's gonna fight Haku by himself. Now, Haku basically traps Naruto in the mirror things. Now, this is where Haku basically, asks him, plead for him to give up so she doesn't have to kill him. And Naruto's basically smiling, saying, "Aw, have that kiss really mattered? Have you actually fallen for me and actually like me? That's why you're asking me to give up?" And she's blushing behind the mask, saying, "No, I just want you to give up so I don't have to kill you." And she goes in trying to she throws symbol needles at Naruto. Naruto gets hit by them. He's Naruto dodges him and deflects half of them. And he grabs two of them, throws it back at her. And she dodges this, barely dodging it with her dodging maneuvers. And heads in the mirror, she's basically talking to him and saying that shit that those two was her only family, raising her, helping her and stuff. And Naruto is basically, thinking about it and, sees, and, deflecting of all the memories she saw with them and how their family and stuff. He says, he stops Haku. He says, "You know what? I'll make a plea deal with you. You be one of my wives." Because Naruto is kind of a playboy in this 18 alternate universe thing. So he says, "I'll make a deal with you. How about you be one of my wives? And I spare them. I spare you and them. And I will make sure they live on. And you can see them as family." And she's blushing behind the mask and she says, "What?" And he says, "You heard me. Become one of my wives. And have one of my children. And I spare them." And Haku's basically saying, thinking about saying, is he being serious? And Naruto, can read her thoughts, saying, "Yes, I'm being very serious right now, and I can read your mind." And she agrees upon it, having no other option. And Naruto says, "Okay." And he basically destroys all the mirrors by just tapping one of them and just shattering all the all the ice mirrors. Basically walking through it. Haku's very shocked that he broke through that with ease. He could have easily destroyed Haku. And he walks to Zabuza. He punches him in the gut and he grabs Rose and he basically uh grabs Rose and basically holding her, well, basically holding her still. Well, no, basically pushing her by the side, but not hurting her. And basically saying, "This match is over. This fight is over. Zabuza will be spared, and he will be working for me." And Zabuza said, "Wait a minute, kid. I never decided that." And Naruto basically look at him with his whole bloodlust and saying, "Now you're going to work for me. And if you need money, you will be my personal hitchman, and you'll be one of my holy knights." Zabuza, fucking shitting himself, well, peeing himself, saying, "Okay." And Red Rose saying, "I only follow my brother, so I do it." And Naruto said, "Good. Look like you're gonna be a part of my family." Now, Naruto basically walking, about to say this mission's probably really over until the henchman comes in, the goons come in and ready to kill. Until Naruto says, "Does anyone want to do this?" Adam's saying, "I'm pretty tired. You can do it, since you haven't fight anything yet." Naruto laughs and says, "Okay." But Sasuke-kun says, "No, I got this." And she walks forward and she does the Aramasu and she set the whole crew on fire with the black flames. And the blood started coming down, she's holding her eye. And Naruto says, "Huh. Look like you haven't got used to it yet." Oh well. And, he picks her up and basically start walking back, saying, "This mission is done." And, it's gonna be named the Great Naruto and Sasuke. Uh, it's gonna be great. It's gonna actually be named the Great Team 7 Bridge. Nah, the Great Naruto and Sasuke Bridge, because that. Naruto and them head back to the Leaf Village with Zabuza and Rose and Haku. Now, Zabuza, Rose, and Haku is basically staying at Naruto's house because Naruto kind of, paid for upgrades basically, threatened no god Hiruzen to ask for Danzo a little bit of money to basically get an upgrade or move to a better house or their own facility area, and it's by the Uchiha compound. By the Hyugan Uchiha compound, so they're both close by, so they can talk to Uchiha or Hyuga, you know. Now Danzo uh found out. Well, when they was on the ninja, Danzo found out that Uchiha was alive and Hiruzen too, and the Uchiha chief, well, Sasuke-kun dad, basically, talking to Hiruzen and talking about what Danzo basically did and stuff. What he thinks that Danzo caused the Uchiha massacre and all that. And, you know, um, Hiruzen is not believing, but the Uchiha, they're thinking about doing the thing that they were supposed to do, and all that, which Danzo is trying to find Itachi and call him out and say, "You lied to me. You didn't massacre the Uchiha." Well, Danzo basically calling out, trying to find Itachi to tell that the Uchiha is back alive and shit's about to get real until Team 7 comes back and basically all relax and stuff. No, Naruto, heads back. No, Naruto heads back with Zabuza, Rose, and Haku and stuff. And Adam basically says, "I'm gonna go walk Hinata back to the Hyuga compound." Well, to Danzo, Almu area. And Naruto, says, "Okay, and let me just take him and show him where the house at." And Naruto does that, and he basically, talks to Zabuza and saying, "Now y'all stay here, while I talk to Hiruzen and make sure y'all part of the Leaf, so y'all don't make sure y'all part of my clan. Y'all gonna be a part of my clan, and y'all gonna be upgraded." And Zabuza is confused by this, and Haku is confused by it, but Naruto says, "Dory, y'all just gonna have to come over there." And Naruto flies to Hiruzen, showing out his wings and flying over to Hiruzen and telling him that leave him a note saying he has more people to call family and gonna be a part of the Leaf Village, which Hiruzen gets mad, but he says whatever. Now we start with Naruto heading back, grabbing Zabuza, Rose, and Haku. He says, "Follow me," and he grabs Sasuke. Now, Danzo is basically saying, "Now, who are these people?" And Naruto says, "I want them to be just like me." And Danzo says, "Well, we don't have all the material to actually make them like you." And now, this is where Naruto basically, snaps his finger again, and he gives all the upgrades in DNA and stuff. He says, "There, I gave you have all the DNA and stuff. Now do what you can do and make them just like me." And Danzo is flabbergasted, but he says, "All right, if you say so." Now, Sasuke Haku gets basically not the Hyuga DNA, but they get the Senju DNA and the Uchi, and get Senju DNA. They get Senju and the Uzumaki DNA. So, but Haku gets Uchiha DNA. So she will have a Sharingan, and will slowly evolve that Sharingan. So, yes, Haku will be Uchiha, half Uchiha, half Senju. Now, this is where Sasuke gets her eye switches out, so she doesn't go blind for long term or later on for the series. and she will get the pretty much the internal Mangekyo Sharingan, and she will get Senju DNA and Uzumaki DNA and Haku too. Now, and they get the same durable body just like Naruto, because Naruto, he's like he wants people to be like him in the family, just as strong. And Zabuza, this is where uh, Zabuza gets much more powerful. So Zabuza, his sword gets upgraded. So instead of like breaking easily, it takes a couple more slashes and stuff for it to break. And it doesn't take more blood for it to heal. It heals instantly. Because Orochimaru upgraded, and Orochimaru gave Haku, Sasuke-kun upgrade, a curse mark, and also gives Zabuza a curse mark, and Rose a curse mark. And Rose gets the same DNA and all that too. Now I know what you're thinking. Well, Kishan Uchiha, that's basically crazy. Like, why are you making him like? Why are you making his whole like crew powerful? Why are you giving them powerful? Why you let Zabuza live? Why you let all that happen? Trust me, it's all part of the plot. All right, it's an 18 only part of the plot series. All right, you're going to know later on. All right, my guys. Now, this is where Sasuke-kun is in the tube chamber, done with the experiments and stuff, and she only have a scar on her back, like a scar on her back. Well, no, a scar by the side of her hand. That's pretty much it, because well, no scars, but they're Zabuza, Red Rose, and Haku, and and Sasuke-kun is in the tube, healing and getting all the DNA and stuff. Hinata, she doesn't like Hinata. She is basically in a tube too, but Adam, suggested them to be in, like, he wants her to have her own private room, because like Adam asked for Naruto to do that, and uh Naruto laughs and says, "Oh, I see why, because you gentlemen, and also you sly dog." And Adam blushes and says, "No, it's not like that. Just I don't want y'all to be looking at her." And, Donzo, laughs and says, "Oh, trust me, kid, I don't want to look at her." And Orochimaru, he smiles and says, "Oh, but I like to see little girls." And, Adam looks at him, turning with his like Renegon, saying, "What did you say?" Orochimaru says, "Just joking, just joking." And Orochimaru says, "Let me just walk away." Adam says, "Don't joke like that." And they give her own too, but Hinata, she gets uh you know she gets her eyes replaced, and switch. So now Hinata has the Texigon. So instead of having like the Rinnegan, I mean like having any Rinnegan, no, she's just gonna have the Tensigon, because I believe like you have to have Uchiha eyes and stuff and like swap them out, all that crap. So yeah, she has the Tensigon. And she also gets the Uzumaki DNA, so she has a lot more chakra. So her chakra is like that of Naruto's chakra, but not like with the Sage of Six Path chakra. It's just that of Naruto's chakra in pretty much adult Naruto, no, teenage Naruto. But she will have the adult Naruto chakra. But basically, Adam is watching over Hinata while she's like in the test tube and stuff and all that. And he's like hoping that the thing goes for success. Now this is where Naruto basically says, "Okay, it's time," and he basically inject his own DNA, and that's the angel DNA, and he injected to in everybody. So he basically uh Zabuza, he becomes like an angel. He becomes an angel, but in his own free will. So they all become angels. Including pretty much, but like Sasuke-kun is gonna have Dark Angel thing, because since hers motivation is different. She has like one Black Angel. but another. Hold on. Sorry if you hear a whole conversation about butts and stuff in the background. My bad about that. But basically, yeah. Sasuke-kun, hers is different because she has dark wings because her soul is much different. It's motivated to kill Itachi still, and Zabuza wings is uh black and white, so kind of like that, like black, so it's like Dark Angel, Black Angels, and and um and Haku's wings is lightish pink. It's based on the souls and stuff, and Red Rose is her wings are red, red bloody because her soul is like unique like that. Adam is basically looking at Hinata and seeing that her wings is meditation. Her wings is like pure, like pureness, pure white and pureness because her soul is pureness. She's pure and kind-hearted, and she haven't been corrupted or anything. So them them is based in test tube, and Naruto says, "Is it time?" And Orochimaru spouts and says, "Yes, it's quite time. Now, will you keep your promise of heaven?" And, Naruto, brings in, a perfect Uchiha immortal body for it. Orochimaru says, "Yep, here it is, right here, just as you like it." Orochimaru says, "Yes, I like this." He basically, says, "It's time." He grabs his sister and they switch bodies. And, Orochimaru has the perfect Uchiha mortal body. Orochimaru, thanking Naruto. Naruto says, "Oh no, thank you for basically helping me and stuff." And Danzo, he's asking, "What about me?" And Naruto says, "I know what you did to the Uchiha, but since I don't want you to die, since you're my father and you raised me, I'm going to make a exactly body for you. But you're going to have to fake your own death and basically admit what you did so the Uchiha can basically, not attack the Leaf Village." And, Danzo, says agrees upon it and they make their plan. Now, uh, everything is happening and stuff, and they all come out their test tube, breathing and stuff, and Danzo, open up his eyes and he has the Rinnegan because Naruto wants him to have the Rinnegan, and he says, "What is this newfound power?" Uh, Naruto says, "Wow, you're just like me now. You're all perfect." Sasuke-kun, she comes out, all naked and stuff, and Zabuza is about to look into Naruto says, "Ah, no looking at my future bride," and she blushes, and she's trying to cover up, and Naruto, gets a cover up, Linky cover her up, and says, and she has her like internal Sharingan, Makikyo Sharingan, and Naruto says, "I'm gonna train you later, okay?" And uh, and she Sasuke-kun blushes and says, "Yeah." He gets her dressed, and he tells her that he sees her later on, and she started heading out while while pretty much, let me see, pretty much Haku is coming out, Jamer, and Naruto's blushes him, "You look quite fine." And she Haku blushes and says, "Don't look." And Naruto just laughs and says, "Here you go." And, gives her back her clothes, and everybody gets their clothes back. Now the only one who's kind of being a little thought is Red Rose. Well, Rose, and she says, "Oh, Naruto." Naruto says, "Ah, boy," and he basically says, "Here you go." And she says, "Hey, ain't you supposed to look at me?" Naruto basically says, "Yeah, you look beautiful." And, she says, "Oh, thank you." And, they let me stop. But yeah, they basically get the clothes on, and he takes them back to the place so they can all And Naruto whole house and place is next to the Hyuga and Uchiha, so that their place is more like a house and also a training ground and stuff. But they have a lot of rooms and stuff because Naruto says, "For my family, I want them to have a lot of rooms and stuff, and we're gonna be in the leaf like that. And so Adam agrees upon it, and Zabuza and them have their rooms and stuff, and they heading home, and Adam's at home with Hinata, basically making her some food while she like sits down and wait while um all of them is basically while Zabuza and Haku and them is training and doing other things. Uh, Naruto basically creates a plan for Danzo to basically survive this whole massacre, for him to get massacred, and all that. Now Danzo heads to the Uchiha compound where Sasuke-kun is there, and Naruto's got Danzo in chains and basically saying, "This is the guy who ordered out y'all massacred because he knew y'all plan, and Itachi only did what he did to protect the Leaf Village." Now Sasuke-kun is not hearing this. She doesn't believe shit, so she just walks out of there all pissed off and shit. While Naruto is basically saying, "Are you going to see the truth?" And she says, "No, because I believe that's BS. And I'm still going to kill Itachi." And she basically walks off while her dad's trying to stop her mother, but she ain't listening, and she goes. Now this is where the part Danzo is basically pleading, acting out, saying, "Please, I do anything, son. Don't do this." And Naruto says, "Shut up. You have disrespected the Uchiha, including my clan, the Uchiha, and disrespected the whole stuff, and all that." And the Uchiha saying, and the head of the Uchiha saying, "Wait, you're a Uchiha?" And Naruto saying, "Yes, indeed, I am a Uchiha, and my future bride will be Sasuke-kun Uchiha." And he's saying, "What?" And Naruto blushes, says, "Yeah, she's going to be my bride." And he says, "Okay." And he's still thinking about that, but he says, "All right, so he's the one who did it." It says, "Yes, to offer Beast, I have already asked Hiruzen to bring out back as the perfect Uchiha police force, as the Uchiha police force, and to have y'all perfect title back as what it originally was. Now, and for a price, I will offer up his life." Danzo is like plaguing the police and stuff, but all the Ambu is not like coming to rescue him and stuff. And they said, "What about the Ambu?" And he owns the Ambu, and Naruto says, "Huh, they all work for me now." And Danzo is like saying, "You damn brat, let me out." And the Uchiha agrees upon it. So they accept their title and stuff, and offer up for Danzo's life and stuff. So Naruto, chops off Danzo's head, leaving him dead. But what they already did was Naruto basically grabs Danzo like brain and grabs his head and basically wraps it up. It says, "I'll be going now." And the Uchiha is trying to stop him, but Naruto says, "We talk about this later." And, Madara comes and says, "Wow, look like there's peace again with the Uchiha and the Leaf. That's good." And he basically goes off, still continuing with the Akatsuki and stuff and all that. Now this is where sorry about that. This is where Naruto hurry ups and put Danzo head in the like water tube and things so Danzo can still live on. And he says, "Sorry about chopping off your head, father, but I already found you a body and stuff." And he takes out Danzo brain and puts in the new young teenager body, and same body as Naruto. And Danzo basically comes, open up his eyes, and he has the Uchiha DNA, but not the Shinju DNA, because why the fuck would I give him that after what I learned about him? But hey, calm down. He's not gonna be OP. I don't like Danzo. I just wanted to make him a part of the story, okay? Because he was a father figure to Naruto. So basically, Danzo opened up his eyes with Uchiha, DNA. He's basically like looking at his the eyes of Shisui. He has Shisui eyes. He's like, "Yes, I feel the power. Thank you, son." And Naruto says, "Whatever." He says, "Whatever. I'm gonna go to my house now and chill." And Danzo says, "All right." And young Danzo basically goes back to the Anbu, and he basically like make a memorial for his old body, and basically cries and basically says and act like that Danzo was his father, but really that's just Danzo. And then Uchiha, doing their condolences and stuff, and Danzo, he's not planning to massacre the Uchiha or anything. He already has like the eyes and stuff. Danzo says yeah, and he walks away, basically going back to the Anbu compound and doing all that. Now, whew, okay. Let me get my breath. Let me just get some yawn. Okay, we start with the tuning exams. Now, Kakashi informs them about the tuning exams. Now, they're already excited. Naruto's really excited, saying, "Huh, this should be fun," and all that. And Haku's now on Team 7 because Naruto wanted to get the extra support, and and plus he also wants to like uh have another team member in this case. Actually, no, Haku is more like uh a support in the background, but she's on Team 7. But all that. Zabuza is the bodyguard of Hiruzen to protect him, and Red Rose too. So they're both bodyguards. Now we start off with them, heading to the thing, and they pass the first test easy. Now this is where Rock Lee comes in. Now Rock Lee, he's much more different. He's much more stronger, like in canon, and he has chakra because like if you remember in the part 1 episode, I said Naruto basically, did a kind of like a shockwave of those who don't have chakra got chakra now. Those who had chakra got a boost in their chakra. And those who didn't, and those who's like weak and their chakra was slowly failing, probably died. So, all that. Or passed out. Now, this is where, Rock Lee, challenges Naruto and Adam. And, he blows a kiss at like Sakura, which Sakura is kind of like in that phase of liking Adam, but not Naruto, but liking Adam. And she's kind of saying no only like Adam, and and she dodged the heart, which Rock Lee gets mad. He's challenged him, and now this is where he since that shockwave hit him, he never knew he had chakra, but now he has chakra, and my guy has chakra too. So, but my guy, he still don't mess with the chakra thing. He still does those training and stuff, and Rock Lee does it too. But Rock Lee knows he has chakra, but they like how can I say, my guy and Rock Lee, they form chakra around their body to strengthen their whole fist and like their fist or fighting styles to increase their speed and all that. They don't use no like lightning style or anything. They just only use chakra to boost their speed or their whole like strength or all that, or make a whole armor around themselves, like chakra armor. So when Rock Lee challenged him, like Naruto, smiles and says, "Okay, let's fight." And, Naruto, but Adam says, "I go first." And Rock Lee surprises Adam by doing the uppercut stuff, but 10 times faster and much stronger. And Adam is like open up his eyes and being surprised and getting like out surprised about it, and Rock Lee like knocks out Adam. And Naruto says, "My brother should not underestimate you." And Rock Lee says, "Well, thank you." Rock Lee gets in his fighting position and stuff, and Naruto basically says, "All right, come at me." And Rock Lee goes for a kick, which Naruto catches and says, you gotta be quicker than that." And he basically goes 10 times quicker than Rock Lee and kicks his Rock Lee to a wall, and Rock Lee activates the third gate, only like go all the way to the third gate, and he increases speed and chakra and stuff and his soul strength, and punches Naruto. Punches Naruto, making Naruto cough up a little bit of blood and sending him flying. Naruto gets back up, and he says, "Wow, that punch almost can nearly break my whole send my whole bones cracking." And Naruto sees his arm like broken, like twisted, and he twisted back, and he says, "You actually twisted my arm." Rock Lee is like amazed of how he actually not flinched about the pain and stuff. Rock Lee says, "Look like I'm gonna have to go a little bit higher." My guy's about to stop him until Naruto says, "Now, no one's not gonna interrupt this fight. I want to see how far he can go." Now, Rock Lee, goes up to like the fifth gate and start, going extra fast. They start still having their fight until Naruto, easily catches him by the throat and then slam him down and knocking him out. And Naruto, heals Rock Lee up and basically says, "Wow, you are truly a formidable opponent," and bows at Rock Lee. And he goes to my guy and says, "Wow, your student is actually quite good." And he says, "Well, thank you." And Naruto basically says, "Oh, I already healed him up, so he doesn't need to go to the hospital or anything." And my guy says, "Okay." Says okay, bows to Naruto. Naruto bows back, and he basically grabs his brother Adam and carries him, and basically says, "All right, let's go, team." Now the testing. Now, Naruto basically was like using telepathy mind thing and was talking to him and telling him all the answers and stuff, and they pretty much all passed. Now we start with the whole Force of Death arc. Now, this is where Naruto is basically laid down on grass, and why Inko is Inko, I think so, is explaining the whole thing, and Naruto is basically yawning and just like that. She says, "Would you like to put anything into it?" Naruto just smiles and says, "No, sorry for interrupting," and he gets back up and ready to go. Now Naruto basically put flying Raijin. No, not flying Raijin. He basically knows who has the scrolls, and he basically already have his Anbu ready to knock him out, and his Halo Knight Anbu to knock him out and to get the scrolls so they could just pass with ease, because Naruto he wants to save his energy for the big stuff. Now this is where they go into the Force of Death. Now this is going to be a whole different other thing. Now this is where the Koski comes in. Well, what are the no, not a Koski comes in. Let's see. This is where a couple of ninjas that survived. Sand ninjas. This is where a couple of sand ninjas comes in and basically try to assassinate Sasuke, Sasuke-kun, Uchiha, and Sasuke, and assassinate Hinata and Naruto and Adam, because they was after the whole bridge incident, the guy survived, and he ordered a bounty on their head, and some sand ninjas wanted to they was greedy and they're rogue, so some rogue ninjas was coming in to trying to assassinate them, so they think the popular series is for the Forge of Death arc. So Naruto basically already has the scrolls, because I almost give them to him and they disappear. This is where Naruto says he has to use bathroom, and Sasuke says okay. Hey. Adam says alright, and Haku says alright, and Hinata says alright. And he's using the bathroom until a couple bounty hunters and just comes in and trying to assassinate Naruto. Naruto, using the bathroom at the same time, reach out his chest and pulls out one of their heart, and he says, I regularly like fighting, but what I don't like is someone interrupting while I'm using the bathroom. And he crushes the heart, which the sand rogue ninja dies, and the other one is scared, but the Almus comes in and they quickly dispatches him by slamming down their swords through his chest and leave him down in the ground coughing up blood and basically dying. Now Naruto basically crouches down and says, "Now tell me, who sent you here?" And Naruto basically gets the information from the guy by Genjutsu him, and he says, so this is what happened. I better hurry up and get back to my group then. But he started walking back because he knows they're gonna handle themselves. Now we switch off with the other team point of view. Now, we're just like Subjutsu looking like Naruto, and Adam asks for a password, and Naruto, the one who's acting like Naruto, basically, says the password, which Adam knows that they never used set a password yet, and Adam basically says, "Do you want to handle this?" And Sasuke says gladly. She sets the guy on fire with black flames, and he's screaming in agonizing pain and dies. And the others, and two more bounty hunter sound rogue ninjas basically, surround them, and Naruto comes in kicking one of them in the face and saying, "Sir," I'm like, "Are y'all ready?" And uh, Haku says, "Yeah." She forms the ice mirrors, basically trapping them, and Hinata's, she has, I'm going to say her two styles are like water and lightning. So yeah. So basically, Hinata basically, uh, fire, blows water on the ground, summoning a water lake, water lake jutsu. Yeah, water style water lake jutsu. So basically, like no water swamp jutsu. Basically, waterfall jutsu, no water lake jutsu. Basically, basically forming water around the ninjas, so it'd be hard for them. Like whoever doesn't know like chakra walking will be hard for them. Like how to walk on water is hard for them, and those who like do know, well, you will see after. So Haku basically, freezes the water, in which the ninjas who does know how to walk on things start slipping and sliding, which uh Naruto team is not phased by, but Haku, basically frees the ninjas who like couldn't like water walk, basically freezing their feet and putting it below Sub-Zero, because Haku Ice King Kikai can turn anything to below Sub-Zero. So just imagine like the cryogenic, like everything can be frozen, like get frostbite, but you won't even know you have frostbite, and your fingers start falling off stuff. So the ninjas who like was on the water saying they're stuck, but when they fall down, they say, "Huh, what the?" And then they see their feet is all like falling off because of the Sub-Zero. So they're like all screaming and stuff, like in like they can't. They're not screaming. They're just trying. They're still trying to process of what the hell happened, while Adam, pulls out kunai, throws it at some of this rogue sand hunters, well, sand ninjas, and kills half of them. While Hinata like summon a lightning style lightning blade. Yeah, because she learns the lightning blade from Kakashi and hits one of the bounty hunters in the chest, basically killing him. Basically like knocking him out, because she didn't want to kill him. Basically knocking him out. And Haku, teleport from mirror, hitting half of the ninjas and freezing them over to death, or freezing them in ice. And, and they pretty much finish them off saying, "Huh, this is all nice." And this is where the snakes come in, because I say some of them have like giant snakes, and they summon some big snakes, and they're firing at at Naruto, which Naruto slashes one in half, and the other one he just erased it from existence because he can do that. Like I said, he's broken. Now this is where basically Naruto gets hit. This is where basically Naruto and Adam get stabbed behind the chest, and get stabbed multiple times by like a couple other sand ninjas, and Naruto gets mad. He says, "Now you're all dead," and he basically releases his blood thing, and he like makes the illusion real, and he kills them all. Now this is where he pulls out all the swords and he passes out. He says, I kind of have a lot of charcoal, but I think I'm just gonna rest now." And he passes out. Now, Haku and Sasuke says, they say, "Are you alright?" Holding Naruto, and they both look away at each other because they're blushing. They basically take Naruto, and they start hitting the thing to start resting. Adam, he's getting carried by Hinata because getting carried by Hinata, helped by Hinata. He's walking, and Adam and Naruto basically is resting while Sasuke-kun and Haku and Hinata is just watching and like just wait for them to get back up. This is where Naruto and Adam beat their QBs now. Now this is where Naruto meet his good QB. Well, his good QB, and he basically talks to it. Now, the QB is basically, talking to Naruto, saying his name and stuff. And Naruto say, "Wow, that's amazing. So you're inside of me, And yeah, Kurama's saying yeah. And, Naruto said, let's make a deal. He says, what is this deal? And, Naruto basically says, I will release the shield and give you more space if you let me use your chakra when the time needed and stuff. And, Kurama, agrees upon it, and they make a deal, and Naruto open up. He wakes back up, all smiling, saying, that is all great. And, now we switch to Adam view, and he's talking to the bad side of Kurama. Now, this is where Adam switches his whole demeanor. He says, and he basically punches down the Kurama and basically holding the blade at his neck, saying, "Now you listen here. When the time comes and I really need you, we will work together to be the perfect being." And and this is where Kurama is sweating, saying, "Okay, you got it, kid, you got it." And he basically opened up the gate and he says, "I give you more space, but if you ever think of trying to do anything sneaky, I will kill you and take you, and you will be resetted." And Kurama agrees upon it, and all shaking and stuff. Now Adam wakes up saying, Naruto says, "Got a good rest?" And Adam says, "Yeah." Now they start heading, and they get in second. They get in second because Gar reached first. Now, in this, Gar is a female. Yeah, because this is bizarre and wacky, alright? So, we start off with the final battles and stuff. Everybody is, everything goes the same, except for Gar's and Rock Lee fight. Rock Lee still put up a good fight, a much better fight, but he still lost to female Gar. Now, Gar-chan. That'll be a female name. Gar looks at Naruto with a smirk, saying, and points at Naruto while Naruto is saying, And Adam says, "I think she's into you." And Naruto says, "You think so?" And Haku and Sasuke-kun says, "Hey," and then Naruto laughs and says, "My bad." And we start with Hinata and Neji fight. Yeah, Hinata totally whooped the shit out of Neji. If you think the opposite happens, yeah, the opposite does happen. But Hinata doesn't go for the kill. She just basically knocks him out and basically walks away. And Naruto cheers and say, "Good job, Hinata." And Hinata says, "Thank you." And Adam says, "Yeah, you did a good job. That's my girl." And Hinata blushes and Adam blushes. He says, "Wow, I didn't know you had." And Naruto says, "Wow, I didn't know you had the guts to say that." And Adam says, "Shut up." Now we start with the outside preliminary rounds. Now, everything goes the same. When the fight between Neji and Naruto happens, Naruto doesn't really beat the shit out of him or anything. He basically just put him in the genjutsu and knock him out. And Naruto basically just walks away, just saying, "I won with ease." Well, yeah, with ease. So Neji never got that speech. It's going to be happening later on. But basically the fight between Sasuke and Gar, it goes different. Gar is getting his ass whooped. And Sasuke-kun, she fires 6 fireballs. Actually, no, 7 fireballs at Gar, which Gar had to dodge 6 of them, but he couldn't dodge one, so he gets hit by one. And she forms a Chidori, but it's like a black Chidori because, like I said, she has the curse mark, and she formed a little bit of curse mark around her, and she hits Gar in the chest, which which Garchan, yeah, Garchan, basically she freaks out and basically and we're going to say the Sandvillage pretty much goes for attack. Now, now, we're going to say the Sand Village pretty much want to attack. Like Gar had no control over the attack. He was just there to just to try to fight with Naruto because she wanted to see if like why the village don't hate Naruto like that. So she doesn't know about the whole attack, but she basically leaves. Gar-chan pretty much leaves, and Sasuke-kun basically goes after her and all that. Now Naruto goes after that, and the Sand Village is basically attacking and stuff. And I say there's a Sand ninja who was like higher up, like made the attack happen, and is basically charging. Well, no, basically was basically hypnotized or basically put in under a genjutsu by Itachi to initiate the attack. So they attacked the Sand Village. I mean, attack the Leaf Village. Now the Leaf Village is holding them off, whooping their asses like Naruto seven Almu. Seven Heaven Knights Almu. Naruto tells him to pet like to go and handle the sand nerds. I'm sorry, but yeah, the sand ninjas and all that, which they agreed upon and disappeared. Now this is where Naruto is basically going after Sasuke-kun and Gar-chan, and going after him and stuff, and he sees Sasuke-kun basically holding off on her own and whooping that ass, and Gar-chan is basically still freaking out, saying that's it, transform into full Shikaku. Now this is where Naruto says, the one-tailed beast, I think I'll make her my third bride. And uh Naruto basically goes up and he says, let's see what you got, you one tail. And the one tail is saying, basically saying, I sense the nine tails, and he basically calling out Kurama to fight. Kurama asks, can I, Naruto says, yeah, he summons Kurama to come out, and the nine tails is basically having a fight with the one tail, and Naruto says, I got an idea, and he basically runs up and goes for a headbutt and headbutts Gar-chan. She passes out and wakes back up. Sasuke-kun, she's basically coming to see where the day landed at. And she's now Naruto is basically giving a whole speech and stuff, but he also asks one thing, and he says, "Will you be my bride?" And Garo-chan is basically blushing, saying, "What?" And he says, "Well, I basically helped you, and I pretty much fixed your seal. So would you be mine?" And she blushes and says, "Maybe." And he picks her up, and he's walking her back so she can see her brother and sister. And they're basically thanking Naruto and stuff, and they start going, and Garchan says thank you to Naruto, blushing, and Naruto says anytime. Now this is where Sasuke asks him what happened. Naruto basically telling her the whole thing, and she's saying all right. She said wait, what? And Naruto says yeah, she's gonna be my third bride. Sasuke-kun basically punched him in the head, saying, "That's not," and he says, "It's whatever." And he says, "My bad." And, he says, "Wait, I think I need to save the Hokage." He started going. Now, the whole fight with Hiruzen, and I'm gonna say a rogue, like a hypnotized. Well, no, a person who's trapped in the Genjutsu can summon the first and second Hokage. Now, Hiruzen pretty much, by Zabuza and Rose, and Zabuza and Rose are pretty much holding off the first and second Hokage because they have pretty much the same chakra amount and stuff, and they're pretty much kicking ass. So Hiruzen is pretty much fighting the guy who's under the Genjutsu and stuff, and he's kicking the guy who's under the Genjutsu ass. Which this is when Orochimaru comes in and basically uses some of his snake to basically eat the guy who's under the Genjutsu up. it basically says, "Master, are you alright?" This is where Hiruzen says, "What? Who are you?" This is where Orochimaru says, "It's me, Master." And, he basically says, "What have you?" And Hiruzen says, "What have you done? Who body did you steal?" Um, Naruto comes and says he didn't steal nobody's body. I made him a body. And, Hiruzen is like shocked by this, but he's like saying, "Huh." Orochimaru is saying, "I came here to help." And, Zabuza and Rose is basically, already destroying the first and second Hokage. They're pretty much the patch of them. Now, this is where Naruto says, "Huh, look like we won." And, there was like less casualties and stuff, and the second Hokage is pretty much like a little bit injured, but he's all good. But he's thinking about to retire and find a replacement for someone to be Hokage. Now, first he calls in what's his name? Jiraiya to be Hokage, but Jiraiya doesn't want to be a Hokage. And, Naruto, I should forgot to tell you about the whole train period. Naruto did get the train period, and he did learn to Rasengan. No, he doesn't learn the Rasengan yet. I tell you later. But he does learn Toad Sage in that first couple weeks. But I tell you when he learns the Rasengan. So basically, Jiraiya says, "Wait, I can find Lady Tsunade, and I can have her, be Hokage, And Hiruzen says, "All right, if you can, but if you can't, you have to be Hokage." He says, "All right, trust me, I will." And so he does that. So they head off. Now he grabs Naruto and he's basically like saying, he's heading off and stuff. Now I should tell you the whole attire, who has outfits and who that. Now Hinata has the same outfit as she used to have. Sasuke-kun has the second outfit because there's the first outfit and then there's the second outfit, and it's the black one. So she has that outfit. So she has that outfit on right now. And Adam outfit, it's like Virgil's outfit. Adam's outfit is like Virgil's outfit. I mean, like is like Dante's outfit from Devil May Cry. So imagine that, because it's wacky. And Naruto has the same entire outfit. Should I end it? Nah, let's continue. A little bit more. Now we start off with them heading out and stuff. And, Naruto tells his family he's going to be going, and they say all right. And Naruto says watch over the house for him, and they says yeah. Now Naruto tells Adam, to have a good time with Hinata, give him a wink, and Adam, blushes, tell him to shut up, and tell him to have a good time with his with their uncle, their uncle, and Jiraiya asks how come he can't come, and Adam says nah, he's good, and Naruto and Jiraiya start heading off. Now, I know what you're saying, like, how come Adam can't learn the Sage Mode? No. Actually, Naruto haven't learned Sage Mode. He's going to learn it in a 2-year gap span with Adam. But basically, Naruto, heads off with Jiraiya, and they're getting to know each other and talking to each other and stuff. And Naruto is basically telling him about like how he's like the perfect being. He has all the good DNA and stuff, and all that. And, Jiraiya can't believe he been experimenting on and saying like Danzo that bastard. But Naruto says no, Danzo, he really didn't. Like he had I had a choice to do it or not, and I chose to do it because I didn't want to be weak or none of that and stuff. And Jiraiya saying, all right, if you say so, and they start heading and stuff. Now, Jiraiya says he's going to be at this place, doing his research, doing the wings and stuff. And Naruto says, that pervy Sage. All right, do your research, and he heads into the hotel. Now he hears the knock. Now Naruto, he feels the bad juju vibes, and he's like saying, and he summoned a shadow clone, and he has the shadow clone open up the door while he's up top of the wall waiting, and the shadow clone opens up the door. That's when he sees Itachi and Kitsune, and that's going to be part 2 of What If Naruto Was the Son of Lucifer. Now this is an 18 series. Leave a like, if you want to see more, what you want to see in there, what you not want to see in there. You know what to do, guys. Let's get those likes going. And 100 likes for the next one. 100 likes for the next one. All right. I'm Keyshawn Chia. Thanks for watching and see you.